Good morning, guys. Howdy freaking do. Today, we got a pretty cool video. Normally we go diving. We're diving today. Normally we're diving with Dixie. Dixie are my people that we always dive with down south in Deerfield. Today, we got something a little different going on. Today, we're diving with a company called Emerald Charters. It's a shark diving charter right here out of South Florida. Haven't dove with them before. It's gonna be a totally new experience today. My GoPro, I just got a brand new GoPro for it. It died. I do have another really cool camera. I got an Insta360 that we're gonna use today. Trying out some new stuff. New charter, new camera, sharks. Let's go get it. We have arrived. Now I'm waiting on Randy. I followed the text message instructions for Emerald. I'm pretty sure I'm at the right place. Thank God I got my camera with me. Hopefully I can salvage this video. My other GoPro was giving me problems the last dive that we did with Dixie. Got a brand new one. This one's giving me problems too. Keep saying file error. Like, thank God I got backups over here. And then I got that Insta360, which I'm gonna set up here right now. I think it's pretty sweet. And now, dude, this is the 360. Check this out. Pretty freaking cool, right? So watched a lot of videos. There's a lot of people that dive with these cameras, moto vlogs, all sorts of cool stuff. We're gonna get into it. This weekend, I'm doing a moto vlog with one of my friends, and we're gonna be using this bad boy. Good morning, bud.
Where's the boat?
I don't know. There's no boat over here. All right, they said we are under a bridge. There's a couple people under this bridge.
I don't know where to go.
I don't see no shark people though. I don't know where the hell we're going. You ready, Dad? Let's go!
That thing's seeing us right now?
Yes, it sees us right now.
All right. Well, I've never been more ready in my freaking life.
Yeah, me neither, bro.
Honestly. Nothing gets me up in the morning like getting in the water.
With some shots. I think this is, yeah, look, this is, yeah, right? We gotta be somewhat close. Yeah, look at this thing. Pretty freaking nifty. All right, here we go, baby. We got our sweet Koa bags. I love these things.
For real. It makes everything so easy.
Scuba Pro BCDs, baby.
You know how easy it makes it? I keep thinking I forget shit with it.
Bro, I know. I have everything, literally everything, including my fins. Everything is right here. Everything. My BCD, my fins, my wets, everything. Right there. Please, guys. Koa. You can get these on Amazon, too. It's tight. Link down below. What's this? Is this the van with the candy that we're supposed to get into? He's going to be like, hey, we got some gobstoppers. The
sharks are in there.
You guys want some gobstoppers? Yo, the sharks are in there? Oh, man. All right. I mean, I'll get in there if you go in there.
All right.
Okay, all right. We're looking like we're diving now. Look at all. It is pretty cool. It's like a portable dive shop. Yeah, and I honestly don't know how this works. I would imagine it's a drift dive, right? We just drift, and then we're gonna
I'm going 180 feet.
Good luck, Randy. God, fucking fancy guy over here with the goddamn frickin'. He's got a mini submarine he's gonna use.
I like those.
Dude, what are we doing, Randy? We need to step it up, bro. Why are we swimming like peasants still?
I have no idea.
Dumb, dude. Yeah, so this is kind of cool. So like I was saying before, it's a 3-tank dive. Yeah, and what else is awesome is we didn't have to do any of that. Like, remember when they called us yesterday? He was like, hey, you want to like bring your tanks here, rent another one? You're gonna have to go here, do this, do that. Or you can give us, what was it, like $75?
Oh yeah.
They bring us tanks. They bring them here, they take them from us. Super streamlined, makes your life really easy. I'm just gonna document this whole process. So this is the part where normally we're at Dixie, me and Randy are talking smack to each other about what we're gonna mess up on the dive while we're checking our nitrox levels.
Yeah.
But now we're outside. I would imagine they have a portable nitrox, whatever the heck it is, a little machine. Yeah, we're about to do that. Yeah, that's what we're about. Look, she's putting tape on there right now. That's what we're doing. We're about to analyze our tanks. Okay, we're gonna do some analyzations. That's the analyzer. I know what I'm doing, bro. I'm a professional. Watch this. Look. I'm in my boxes. Rainy doesn't know. I literally just took my pants off. I have to put my shorts on. Watch. Hey, Randall. What you doing, Dad?
They said no spear gun.
Oh, what? You can't shoot some cobia today, dog?
And we pulled some freaking good ones off here, too.
Man. All right, we are analyzed. Good to go. Look at this. We got a fancy little cart and everything. Wow. Yo, look at this freaking boat, dude. Pretty tight. All right, this ain't the Lady Go, but a little different than the Lady Go, huh?
New boat, who dis?
New boat, who dis, baby? Here we are, dude. This is freaking tight so far, right? All right, so we got to get all set up, get all of our gear situated. Super pumped. There's 8 of us today. That's it. 8 people. Apparently, we're diving a wreck, doing a drift. We might dive 2 wrecks. There's tiger sharks, he said. Bro, if we see a tiger shark today, if we see a great white, that's what I'm manifesting.
Great white?
Great white. We're gonna be on the wreck. We're gonna be filming a tiger.
Question.
And then there's gonna be a white that's gonna just
Does a tiger shark have
swim
fur?
right by. Yeah, they're fluffy. That's why they call them tiger sharks.
Knew it.
And then check this out. This is the dive housing. Isn't that freaking tight?
I like it.
So cool.
I like that.
Here we go. Getting ready, dog. Look, I got my skinnies on. Let's go. Right, we're making a move out. It's nice. I like this boat too. They don't play music, so I can film the whole time. Not like Dixie, where I gotta do voiceovers. This is pretty tight. Oh yeah, there we go, dude. From the looks of it, we're going out of Jupiter Inlet also. That is where all the sharks are. Shark capital of Florida. And of course, I gotta take all this out of my fist. Then we have the beautiful Jupiter Lighthouse. A little cloudy out today. Got this beautiful yellow jackfish here. That's his name. His name is Fish. He's cutting this thing up so we can have nice pieces of fish to feed to the sharks. Of course, I got my sidekick Randall with David. Ooh, it's a little.
Salmon though, right? It's a salmon though, right?
Just like that, nice little pieces. Now all these chunks are going to be put into the bait box, and that is what he's going to use to feed all of the sharks. And then of course your quick little dive briefing. Now he's just going over the depth that we're going to be at, what kind of dive we're doing. Obviously this is going to be a drift dive, and then the second and third dive, they will both be on the wreck. And there's our bait box right there. Right. Here we go, Dad.
From down under.
Down under. There we go. Let's go, baby. I am so ready for this dive. So let's start our descent. We got everybody in the water, waiting on all my boys to get down to the bottom. And then it's time for some sharks. I am so excited. Now just look at how clear the water is, man. Absolutely beautiful. And honestly, dude, this new Insta360 camera just makes easy work out of it. I've used GoPros, a bunch of other different cameras in the past, but dude, the clarity of this Insta360, just look how beautiful that shark looks. All the colors come right out of this camera. So perfect. We do not have to edit the colors at all, which you do with the GoPro. I'm very, very impressed with this camera. We got tons of sharks that we're going to see in this video. There's going to be Duskies, Silkies, there's a couple Caribbean reef sharks, we saw a couple lemons, and then the elusive tiger shark also came in also. So just stay tuned. And if you listen closely, you can hear everybody freaking out underwater. It's like Randy's having so much fun. Super exciting. So these dives are awesome. So literally you get in the water. This is the first drift dive that we're doing. So we're 3 miles offshore. We're sitting right on the ledge, all right? So everything goes through the Gulf Stream. You get all sorts of animals. The Gulf Stream is literally the highway of the ocean.
So you see all sorts of cool stuff. Now, you'll also notice in this video that sharks are very, very curious about my camera. They bump into it. Look at that. They bump into it all the time. I had several sharks even put my camera right in their mouth. You'll see. Just keep on watching. This video is so awesome. This guy likes to check me out. Look how beautiful this Silky is. One of my favorites. Silkies are just so gorgeous. I love the light colors on them, and then their eyes is what really makes them stand out. Just such a beautiful shark. And a big cabera. Right? Big cabera in there. Nice. Alright, dive number 1 down. What do you think about that first dive?
You'll hear me in the video screaming.
Dude, sketch. Alright. Dive number 2, Randy.
Oh, come on, guys.
It's gonna be a wreck.
Come on, man.
Oh no, it's facing the other way.
You don't think there's wetsuit makes me look fat?
Oh, that's perfect. Got the same weight suit as this, Randy. So dive number 2, we're going on a wreck right now. Wreck dive. 3 wrecks, actually. 3 different wrecks. Hopefully we see a tiger shark. Apparently there was a tiger here yesterday.
Now the tiger is.
That'd be tight. Now, so in our second dive, you can see out in the distance, kind of on the bottom. So there's a kind of a partial ship. Oh, look, he's biting my camera. So there's a partial ship on the floor that we start at, and then the second part of the dive, or the second structure that we get to, is like a kind of like a square barge. Look at that big Dusky. Oh, he's so cool. So the second one is a barge, and then at the very end of our dive, we get to the bigger ship, and that's where we're pretty much going to post up, and then all the sharks are going to come to the ship. And then you can see these huge Goliath groupers. They were with us the entire time too. So the Goliaths literally follow you the whole time, and the Goliaths are kind of trying to pick up all the scraps that the other sharks are not eating. And then here's that shipwreck. So animals, especially underwater, they love structure. That goes for animals outside and inside. Structure makes these animals feel safe. Lots of schools of fish, they tend to flock to it. They always just hold so much life. And they're super fun to swim through too. So on the third part of the dive, actually, I'm going to give you guys a nice tour of this ship, and we're going to swim through the whole thing. So make sure you stay tuned. Now the current was ripping, so Randy thought it would be fun to do this funny little bit right here. The current, literally, if you're not holding on to this ship, you will blow right off of it. You can see everybody kind of holding on for dear life. The clarity of the water, the viz was absolutely beautiful. The seas were not the greatest. It was 4 to 6 today. Everybody else on the boat got super sick. But, dude, look at that visibility. Absolutely beautiful conditions. Now, that's Randy. Randy just shot a big-ass barracuda. So now he chopped up that barracuda to try to bring some more sharks in. So we got some fresh blood. And, of course, I got this little Silky trying to eat my camera. So many sharks try to eat my camera this day. I actually have little teeth marks. You can kind of see it in the picture. There's little teeth scratch marks on the freaking lens.
And this is one of my favorite parts of the dive. So we went to the bow of the ship and sat on the ground just like this while we got fish feeding everybody. But all the sharks came in. There was huge nurse sharks. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. We also had a bunch of big nurses in this freaking... I love nurse sharks. They're beautiful, beautiful sharks. I've actually gotten bit twice by nurse sharks. I've been bit 3 times. I've been bit by a lemon shark and twice by nurse sharks. But dude, that's just the risk that you take. They bite out of curiosity. They're not biting out of aggression. They want fish. They do not want people. You got to keep that in mind. These animals are just apex predators. They're looking for prey. They're looking for fish. They're not trying to harm people. They're just very curious, beautiful animals that are definitely misunderstood. And that's the reason why we do these dives. We like to show people that these sharks are just, you know, they're misunderstood, like I just said, dude. And fear is lack of knowledge. All you gotta do is learn more about these animals and just learn to cohabitat with them. Because I'm telling you, man, diving with sharks and just being in the ocean and seeing all the life that the ocean has to offer is just amazing. It's literally like being in another universe. Diving is my all-time favorite thing to do. Look at this. Just, it's beautiful. Here I am. So Kyle got some really good footage of me playing around with this guy. Like I said, they're very curious about the camera. And then finally the tiger comes in, dude. We were freaking out underwater. You can't hear the screams because I messed up my camera. This is footage from Kyle's GoPro. But the Insta360, I thought I pushed record on it. I didn't. Look at that. I was so freaking close. I could have got epic shots of this freaking tiger. But I was too excited, wasn't really focused on my camera. Just watched this beautiful girl swim by us. What an amazing animal, dude. Tiger sharks are one of my favorite. My all-time favorite shark, honestly, is a thresher shark. I cannot wait to dive with one in the wild. That is my all-time favorite. Thresher shark, great hammer, and then you got your great white. Those are my top 3. We lost the boat. They were I guess they were looking for other divers. Sometimes that's how it's like with charters. They literally drop you off on the reef or the wreck or wherever you want to dive. They let you do your thing, and then you use your surface marker buoy, which is that orange thing, and then the other boat will finally see you and then come pick you guys up.
Hey, there goes dive number 2. Bro. The freaking tiger shark, though. Absolutely epic. I just can't even put into words. Way too cool. Now we're doing dive number 3.
I'm back home. I totally forgot to do an outro with Randy. Randy bounced. Everybody bounced. I'm exhausted. I was so excited for this dive. I think I maybe got 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. Like, tops, literally. Absolute epic day. I have gone shark diving hundreds of times. I've been around thousands of sharks. Today, honestly, was some of the most fun I've had, honestly. Like, it was freaking awesome. I loved it. Emerald is the right amount of crazy. Like, literally, I mean, they were great. Randy and Fish knew their shit. You know, Randy's an old school guy. He was just kind of, he set out a bunch of rules at first. And then once we got in the water and he saw how everybody was, he just let us do our thing, dude. It was awesome. I love diving with people that just, like, you know, when you dive with people, you can tell. As soon as you get in the water, as soon as you're signaling to people, you can tell. There's just certain things that experienced divers, they present themselves a certain way. And everybody today was just on point. Got to dive with some amazing divers. It was really, really cool. We all had a great time. Nobody got bit. Everybody was super safe for the most part. They had that guest, that first guest that kind of, she like freaked out underwater and Fish had to go up with her. Dude, literally left us in the water. Like, this is our first time, our first dive. I've never dove with them at all, dude. Fish just went right to the boat, left me and Randy down. I think Kathleen was with us too. Like, it was literally me, Randy, and Kathleen with the chum feeding all those sharks, dude. Like, dude, we had, at one point, we probably had 10, 12 sharks on us. Silkies, Duskies, few lemons came by, and then that tiger. What, bro? The tiger shark. Oh my God, Randy missed the tiger. Juvenile tiger. Good size still, dude. Tigers are freaking awesome. Such a different shark to be around, you know? He came up close a couple times, but they're very, like, tigers are very inquisitive. Like, they really want to get close. And they, you know, sometimes they head nudge you and stuff. Dude, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Today was great. I'm exhausted. I need to go take a nap. I'm going to go take a nap. And I'm going to start editing this freaking video because I'm so pumped about it. I can't wait to put it out. By the time you guys are obviously watching it, it already is out. You finished. We're doing the outro. I know. It's crazy. I'm just like, I'm on a freaking, like, I'm on like a happy high. I'm just high. I'm high on life right now, guys. Like, holy crap. What an amazing morning. So tight. So, dude, shout out to Emerald Shark Diving. Emerald Charters. I'll put the link down below for you guys. You're in South Florida. You want some epic shark diving, the craziest shark diving you'll ever do, go through Emerald. Freaking awesome. Scuba. Totally different. It's not sitting on the water. You're not floating on the top of the water with the sharks, holding the line. You're down with the sharks, being sharks. It's awesome. I love it. It's one of my favorite things in life. So hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. It's freaking awesome. See you all in the next one. Shout out to Insta360. That camera is sick. So tight. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go dream about this some more. All right. See y'all later.